quick, I need a video right now. Please recommend me something besides a tier maker. Please, for the love of God. It's so stupid. I try to make videos all the time, and yet I'm always found in the same spot. I have no ideas to make. FFAs, RFFAs, Rambats that for some fucking reason people don't watch. Please watch my Rambats, I'd really appreciate it. And now I'm left to think of something new, and I'm running out of tiers to make. How many more tiers can a guy make on this channel, okay? So before I do this, please leave me suggestions of videos you'd like to see on the channel, because I'm not trying to do tier makers anymore. I'm tired. I'm done with them. I don't want to keep making tiers every time I don't have a video idea anymore. I just don't want to do it anymore. I just don't. And I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to make a tier video right now. Instead, we're going to make... Hi, this is me setting up, so I get at least 10 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Wow, are you at A-Drive's house? No. You know what I am going to make, though? A tier list. A tier list of what I think of every Pokemon game that's ever come out. Sword and Shield's not on this list, but I'll give you where I rank them anyways. So we're just gonna pretend that they're there, okay? All right, you got me. All right. So let's brag on guys. Boy PattyTrills, aka Young Johnny Bravo, aka dude who is memeing on tier making videos. I don't know why. So let's just start off and think of where each game should go. Obviously, we'll just say some boundaries. If I put like Sun in S tier, it's not. But I'm saying, let's just say I do that. Let's say I put Sun in S tier. Obviously, Moon would be collectively in the same tier. Like that's what it would be weird to be like, yeah, Sun's this and Moon's that when they're literally the same game. That's kind of about it. Okay, so that's just like the one rule. So now let's just jump into it. Okay, so I'm just gonna start right off the bat. S tiers, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. These games are the GOATs. Greatest Pokemon games ever made. I still have my Pokewalker. I actually got 2, and that's a flex. I'm about to put this ice on my wrist, you feel me? The games are phenomenal. They're still great. And it's not just because, like, the Pokemon follow you. Oh my god. That's not the reason why. They just came out in a really good time in my life. Like, it wasn't a great time in my life, but like, you know, the time where it came out was like 13, 14. I was still going through some shit in life with my parents. But like, I just remember like draining crazy amounts of hours into these games, and then like just playing through them over and over and over again, and seeing your team like level up. And the game really brought like the passion of Pokemon back into me when I was younger, because like I never stopped playing Pokemon. Like, I've been playing Pokemon for almost 20 years now. It's just this game I was like, damn, like this is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver is in my top 10. Like, I fucking love these games. And I love Gen 2 because I started off playing Gold and Silver when I was 4. That's what I got for my 4th birthday or Christmas. Not entirely remember, but I remember getting it at that age. So other S tiers, I'm going to say Black 2, White 2. These games are also undefeated. And I think what makes them so much better is because Black and White are not bad games. They're just kind of okay games. Like, I like the steps that Black and White did forward. But I'm not a big, like, but it just kind of felt like the story's amazing, but it just kind of felt like your team wasn't diverse enough, because it was like you're only forced to use Gen 5 decks. And like, I appreciate that idea. It's just like, you know, it's nice to, your team was very limited then, because you then realize like what were the really good mons in the game and whatnot and so forth. But Black 2, White 2 took that, made it better in every way, and the story is so well paced. Like, you could beat Black 2, White 2 like relatively fast, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just think it's well paced and it's a fun game to let's play as well. And obviously the game looks beautiful. Like, I love the 2D animated moving sprites. I prefer 2D sprites over 3D sprites, but you know, that's just me. But yeah, love those games. I stand Black 2, White 2 hella hard. I used to get made fun of when I used to tell people that. They're like, X and Y is the best, because it's like when X and Y came out, like in high school, and I was like, yeah, XY's okay. But have you played Black 2, White 2? And a lot of people didn't, because I know Gen 5 was a lot of the times where people kind of stepped off. Because they're like, oh, fucking trash bag for a Pokemon. They're running out of ideas. And it's like, okay. Voltorb, Magneton, Grimer, okay, we can just keep going. But yeah. So those are all S. I'm going to throw Crystal up S, maybe A. But Crystal's pretty GOAT. And same thing with Platinum. Platinum's pretty GOAT. Like if I could have, like, if they were like, you can only pick 4 Pokemon games, I'd be like, all right, Soul Silver, Black 2, Crystal, and Platinum. Done. They'd be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, I'm fine. I'm chilling. So those are my S's. I don't think there's any more S's, to be completely honest. There are A's. I know there's a lot of A's. Like, Emerald's A. Emerald's pretty A. A lot of fond memories with Emerald as well. This game was just super good. It's really long now when I play it, like, especially towards the end, like, between, like, the 7th and 8th gym, you're just kind of like, ugh. Like, after 6th gym to, like, 8th gym, it's, like, a slow bleed. It's a long, slow burner. Like, trying to beat the game, and as I've gotten older and I've played through it, I probably would have had an S a couple of years ago, but now that I've played it more and kind of experienced more, and as I'm older, I'm just like, oh, that's kind of fucking annoying, you know? And then I just kind of, I mean, I don't think it'll ever go below A, but it's definitely A now. A now. You're an awesome. Get your game on. Oh, all right. I'm gonna throw Gold and Silver in A as well. I think these games deserve the praise. Obviously, they're the very first Pokemon games I ever played when I was a kid, so nostalgic for one, but like even playing them now, there's a lot of charm. And obviously Crystal's S. Gold and Silver aren't that much different from Crystal. They're slightly different, but they're not crazy different, and that game's really good, so therefore these games are really good. Super crazy good games. I remember draining fucking stupid countless hours as a kid on my Game Boy Advance right here. On my Game Boy Advance, even though I got a Yu-Gi-Oh game in here. What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh Sacred Cards? Banger. I used to play it on this Game Boy Advance all the time, and then I'd have like the rechargeable battery, so I didn't have to use batteries all the time. And then I'd have it just plugged in the wall at my grandfather's house, because my grandpa's actually the one that got me into Pokemon, which is the crazy thing. Like, family story time. This video is definitely becoming 10 minutes. Family story time. So when I was, so you know, like how most families, like your grandparents aren't old until you're like kind of grown already. Like, for example, like usually like you'll be in your teen years, and then your grandpa's like, or grandparents are like in their 60s. Like that's like kind of normal. You're like, oh, they're not old, but they're kind of old. And, you know, like maybe like, so like for example, I'm 23 now. Most like average grandparents would be like in their 70s right now. Like that's average, right? So like my grandpa, the one that got me into Pokemon Legend of Zelda, he got me into fucking like Dungeons and Dragons. Like this dude got me into a lot of nerdy shit that I love him for. But he was born in 1927. So when I was born in 96, this motherfucker was already 69 years old. Nice, right? So he was already old from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude was old. So I was 16 when he died. So he was 85. He was 85 when I was 16. That just kind of puts in the perspective, right? But yeah, he got me into everything. But yeah, he got me Pokemon Gold and Silver when I was 4. And I used to play it at his house all the time. And he got me all these Pokemon cards and shit like that. And he was just like, he was just fucking cool. He was just a cool guy. He was old but cool, you know. History. There you go. That was my grandfather. So shout outs to him for having my love for Pokemon. All right. Any other A's? I put Diamond and Pearl in A. They're also really good games. And obviously Platinum's S. Platinum's slightly better than Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl go there. Because those games are really good. They're just a little slow at times, but like it's okay. I'm not like it's not a huge deal. But I remember getting my DS and getting Diamond and Pearl when I was a kid. My grandmother actually bought it for me. My grandparents are like the sole reasons why I love Pokemon. Like even my grandmother now, she's the one, I'm pretty sure I've said this before multiple times, but she's the one that bought my first like PC to start doing YouTube because I told her I wanted to do it and stuff. And she was like, okay, yeah. Like she was like, I haven't really, because like we lost contact for a while because obviously I went through the foster care system and shit. So when we were able to link up, she was like, oh yeah, like, you know, like, not saying this is to make it up for you or whatever, because I was in your life, you know, it wasn't her fault, and I understand that. She was like, I'll just, you know, if you have a dream, I will support it. And I was like, sick. So she actually bought me my first PC, and then she bought all the parts I used to build this PC now that I've had for about 2 years. So shout outs to her. So literally all the content that you guys get and everything, shout out to my grandma. And then my love for Pokemon, shout out to my grandpa. My grandparents are fucking legends. Okay, so A's. I think those are all my A's. Yeah. Yeah, okay, B's. So B's, I still consider pretty good games. Like, I'm down to play them. I'm going to say Ruby and Sapphire B's. I'm also going to say Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire B's, because they're ultimately the same game, just some enhancements and current mechanics. I'm also going to say Fire Red and Leaf Green are B's. And then I'm also going to say Red and Blue are B's. Oh, Yellow's A. I'll put Yellow for A. I didn't mean to skip that, because Pokemon Yellow, pretty solid. I mean, obviously it's old now, but the fact, you know, you can get all the starters, and you know, it's Red and Blue but slightly better. You know, that's kind of my reasoning. So Red and Blue are B, and Yellow is just a better version of Red and Blue. It'd obviously be A, right? That's the logic. I've actually never played Yellow that many times. I played Red and Blue a lot. Like, I have my Game Boy Color right here still with Pokemon Blue in it, because that's a flex. I actually haven't beaten Yellow many times. I have beaten it. I've actually never done a Yellow playthrough on my channel either. I've actually never done a Heart Gold Soul Silver playthrough on my channel either. Or even, like, beaten them since I've been, like, on camera ever, like, on stream either. I want to. That's the thing. I always want to, but I always want, like, since Heart Gold and Soul Silver are such beloved games for me, I want to make, like, a really big project that's worth it, you know? If that makes sense. Like, because, like, LPs obviously kind of die off as the videos get longer, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver are really long. So I'd have to find a way to compensate length and then longevity of the LP and idea to make that LP worth the time, you know? But yeah, so also B's. I'm gonna say Black and White are B's. No, I might say they're C. I love them, but like there are definitely some issues with them. Yeah, there definitely are some issues with Black and White. No, yeah, they're B's. They're B's. There's issues, but the story is so good, and like they did so many good things mechanic wise. I just think it was like the limited decks and like the starters not being amazing. Like they are in competitive aspects. Like Emboar's really gonna draft Superior's OU, but that's only hidden ability, and you're not gonna get a hidden ability Snivy in this game. So you know, but yeah, they're still B's. C's, I'm gonna say Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, and then Sun and Moon. And then I'm going to say X and Y. Because so Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they're just really fucking long. That's kind of really about it. They're very fun to play, but they're very fun to play for the first time, but not so fun to play anything after that unless you like randomize it. Like a randomized Ultra Sun and Moon is fun. Like I did that on stream before. Pretty fun. Same thing with Sun and Moon. Same idea. They're just really long and a lot of cutscenes. X and Y just felt unfinished, and I fucking hate every character in X and Y. I've played through X and Y 4 times on my channel. The Combo Lock, my solo, mine and Luke's, and then me and Mo. played it 4 times. I haven't beaten it once. It always fucking does me in towards the end of the game. I don't know why. Somehow does me in. Has a fucking vendetta after me. But the game is so long and it's fucking boring and there's not a lot there. Granted, I think it was a great installment for the first 3D Pokemon game. But X and Y, not counting Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. X and Y is the worst 3D game. Is the worst 3D main installment game. Because I would argue Oris is better. I think it's better paced. Granted, it's a remake, so you can make the argument like, well, it's not new, it's a remake. Okay, sure, why not? Okay. And then Sword and Shield's better. And then I would say Ultra Sun and Moon are better than X and Y. Nah, I don't know about Sun and Moon. Ultra Sun and Moon for sure. And then Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, or D. I didn't even fucking finish those games. I'm still not even past the 4th gym leader in my save file because I gave up on that poison shiny run hunt because shiny hunting was boring as fuck in that game. Catching them was fine. I thought catching combos was cool, but like the fact that you just sat there like, Magic Conch, what do we do now? Nothing. The conch has spoken. And then you waited until a shiny came up. Blew my mind. It just wasn't fun for me. I doubt it was fun for the viewers. I mean, obviously seeing it in the overworld sprite was cool, but I wish they would have made an implement of like overworld sprite, but you also had to like do more than just get 31 catch combo and just wait, if that makes sense. I don't know. So I never finished them. They looked good, and obviously me and Duncan didn't even finish our co-op because Garfield died. But yeah, that's my tier list. Let me know what y'all think in the description down in the comment section down below. I like to hear what your guys' favorite games are. Maybe disagree, agree with me. I think this is a pretty solid list, to be honest. I think this is like, out of hot takes, I think this is like the least amount of hot takes. Maybe besides X and Y, because I know a lot of people love X and Y. Like, X and Y was so good for the Pokemon community. I think that's why people probably rank it a lot higher, because that's where like Shofu got big, Joey Pokemon got big, like obviously a lot like Hayden, Shady, Callum, all these people got big. So as a community, it was probably like the GOAT. But like the content of the game is why I lower it, not necessarily the impact that it had, because I wasn't in the community. I mean, correction. I was watching videos when X and Y was out. I just wasn't making videos in X and Y's timeline. I started making content in Oris's timeline, 2015. So like I was on the later end of Oris, because like Sun and Moon didn't come out until 2016. So I started making content a year before Sun and Moon came out. Which now that I say that, it sounds like I'm a fucking veteran now. It's over 4 years. But yeah, that's my list. Let me know what y'all think. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, if you just found this video randomly and you're like, who's this guy? Check out my links in the description down below, my Twitter, my Twitch, my merchandise, if you're into that. And with that being said, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You guys know it's PattyTrills. You don't need to watch me take this video down because it's 10 minutes. It's over 10 minutes long. I'm out. Oh, yoga.